Yo, what's up? Name's Jet Leon, and welcome back to some more Tales of Exilia. In the last episode, Milla decided to go leap through a dangerous laser field and got injured trying to attack a guy. So now we're gonna go take her back to Jude's hometown so that Jude's father, who is also a doctor, can take care of her. Also, I'm just sitting here because I'm pretty sure, like, I came over here because I thought this was a safe area to end the episode off on where I wouldn't get attacked. And, like, I'm laughing because the little thing over that enemy's head means it's an aggro type enemy, where it's like if it sees you, it comes after you. And like, I think I'm in a blind spot and he just doesn't see me. Like, he won't fly into me. And it's funny because like I've been sitting here, like I did the usual between episode things where I was like adjusting where my microphone is and drinking water and whatnot. And like he just kept flying around and he never aggroed on me or hit me or anything to start a fight, which is just, it's kind of funny.
Let me go check on the ship's schedule. I'll be right back. Lady Milla! I finally caught up with you!
Oh no.
Ivor, what are you doing here?
You were supposed to defend the town.
When I saw your face on the wanted posters, I knew I just had to find you right away.
How did you see any wanted posters when you were in that little out-of-the-way village that nobody would bother to come put wanted posters up in?
But what about your duty to protect Nia Kara?
Yeah, you're not doing a very good job.
I begged the villagers to let me come to your aid. They were very understanding.
Okay, but you should have ignored them and stayed, because it's what you were supposed to be doing.
You imbecile. That's not the point. Don't you realize— Ugh.
Lady Milla, are you okay? Your legs.
Yeah, you can't tell in this costume, but on her normal costume, if I remember right, she does have like burn marks on her legs to show that she's wounded. Which I've still got to say, it's surprising that you just have, you know, some light burns when you leap through a freaking targeted missile system.
You! Tell me what you've done to her!
I didn't do anything. She did that on her own.
Stand down, Ivor. This wasn't Jude's fault. I brought this upon myself.
That is 100% true.
But you wouldn't be in this predicament if I'd been by your side.
No, she still would have. There was nobody around there was nobody around to even attempt to stop her.
Listen here, Pipsqueak. Handmaids are made, not appointed. One must dedicate his life to serving and protecting Lady Milla.
And you're completely failing that first one, considering she gave you one job. She told you stay in town. You're not in that town.
It is an esteemed position for real men. Manly men.
Well, evidently you're not a real manly man since you can't handle it.
She may have commanded it, but clearly it was a mistake to let an uncouth, unreliable, underhanded stranger like you serve her holy person.
You know, it really lessens the effect when you're like, yeah, she's so great. And then you're like, but she messed this up. Like, no, if you think she's so great, you'd be like, no, she's correct. I need to do what she says.
Come with me, Lady Milla. Wait!
My father might be able to heal her legs.
If what you say is true... I will be the one to take her to see him.
You don't even know where he is, you giant idiot. Oh, Ivor.
I've had you pegged as a phony from the moment I laid eyes on you. Now know your place and be gone.
Who do you think you are? Sonic the Hedgehog? It's about you, faker.
You can accompany her if you like, but I'm coming too.
Ivor, stop this nonsense.
Please, Lady Milla, stay where you are. You will thank me for this later.
You know, for someone who's like, I'm really proud of my job and I love serving my master, you really don't seem to enjoy serving your master, considering that you've ignored every order we've ever seen her give you. Alright, time to explain how Jude works. Jude is speed physical. Ow.
I don't need to hear your excuses. I tried. I said shut up. It's time for you to pay for your...
Also, let's freeze things here. I need to check arts. I don't have arts that we have. Demon Fang. Healer, don't want healer. Demon Fang on neutral is good. Knock foe into the air, sure. Yeah, quick step forward. And then Aqua Sweep. Swallow Dance on R up. Sunspark, Talon Storm because that moves forward. And then I did Swallow Dance already in Steel.
Send you bastard!
Cast that.
Alright!
Boom. So Jude is speed physical. What he does attacks that they don't do like that much damage, but there are a lot of them. And like I didn't cover it, but you may have been able to read a lot of like his specials were multi-hitting moves, and that's really his deal. And look at that, 3 levels up. That's why you want the double XP. Or well,
Pretty good.
you double
For
it
a
on top
phony.
of all of my buffs, and it's times 20, which is great.
Call me whatever you want. I just want to help Milla.
How many times do I have to tell you? That's my job!
But you suck at your job. Actually, both of you
I don't
kind
have
of
time
suck
for
at it
this.
right now.
You two can duke it out as much as you want. I'm leaving.
Damn. No chill.
I'm sorry.
She's just like Guzma at the end
If
of
you still
Pokemon.
aren't
Like, y'all are
satisfied,
stupid, I'm
I'll
leaving.
fight you again later. Right now we need to get moving.
Ivor, I have something very important to give you. It's crucial that no one else gets their hands on it.
Now, are you sure you can trust this idiot?
Consider it as precious as my life. The lives of the 4 are counting on it.
And you're entrusting it to me? I shall defend it to my last breath, Lady Milla.
I knew I can count on my handmaid. Now, return to Nia Kara.
What?
Your duty is to protect Nia Kara.
Plus, they'll probably not look for you there.
But Lady Milla, my place is with you!
Don't make me repeat myself.
Ooh.
Hurry up and take her. But don't forget who's the real handmaid. This guy!
Sure thing. And I promise, I won't rest until Milla walks again.
You got that right!
Well, that was weird. Anyways, let's see. While we're here, let's stop in
Make sure-
and see if we can't improve. Let's see, what could use? Accessories are behind. I need better boots. Boots are very good. Especially on Jude. Because boots are my favorite kind of accessory in this game because they boost physical defense and sometimes magic defense. But they also boost your agility, which in this game controls like attack speed and movement speed and things, which is very, very useful. Also, is there an accessory shop? Yeah, it's right here.
I know.
Alright. Warrior Emblem Physical Attack. Fine boots. There we go. That's pretty expensive. We're going to need to raise levels a bit more. Or expand the shop a bit more. In order to get a discount on that. But for now we can buy it. So now we have 2 Lilium Orbs. So we have completely completed one of his... Or well, we've managed to get one of his stat grids all the way to the maximum size. Really? Best equipment didn't upgrade it to the raw upgrade boots? Okay. But yeah, look at that. Or well, I say look at that. Our attack, like this is actually a pretty big boost. But because our stats are so massively high, it looks small. But no, this is actually a really good stat boost. Like even with where our stats are, that extra 20 agility was pretty notable. Anyways, let's get some tickets. Hello, we're going to Leronde. And it doesn't even let you go anywhere else, because why would you? They just know if they gave people the choice, somebody would be dumb and try to go to the other place. To the first Sea Haven. Whose name I can't remember at the moment.
Faster! Faster! Let's burn rubber! Go! Go!
Oh boy.
Rockblock, stop! Ah, you're right! Slower! Go slower!
There they go. You gonna end up in the ocean? That's unfortunate. Jude. He's like, oh boy. Well, as you can tell by her having Baul and being in the order of Baul with the rest of us, meet another party member.
Sorry for the close call. Are you okay? Huh?
We should be asking you that.
Hi, Leia. I'm home now.
What the? Jude? Huh? Jude? What are you doing here?
I'm home. And what are you doing here?
Well, I was just... These kids wanted to have a race, you see, and and this little guy here's a real speed demon, so I had him push me in the wheelchair to keep things fair.
Let me guess, you just had to be the winner, huh?
Oh yeah, never mind that, Jude. So tell me, who's your friend?
I suppose that you know this girl.
Yeah. She's an old friend of mine. How do I explain this? Leia, meet Milla.
Hello, Milla. Hey, what's wrong with her legs?
They
Run and get the doctor.
got
Stop.
hit with some
This woman
seeking
needs
missiles?
help. Right. Roger. Are you
It's a
heading
good
home?
thing we had a wheelchair
I'll
in
come
here.
with you. Here, use this.
Cool. Alright, well, nothing we can really do here except for go straight into town, but thankfully, unlike the other ones, this one actually goes straight into a town. Instead of just sending us out on the road and then we have to travel down the road. So welcome to Leronde. This is my favorite town in the game just because it's a really nice town. Just look at it. Like, I really like the architecture of the buildings, and I like the paving of the road, just everything about this place. I really like it. I just
During
love
the
the
mining
design.
boom, this whole street was packed with merchant stalls.
Is that right? I was just thinking how much this quiet little street fits you.
Okay, that's the woods.
Hey, Leia.
It doesn't have it
Talk
marked
later.
where the
Let's hurry
clinic
to the
is, but I
clinic.
know. And we can't read the sign. We can go in the yard though, but this is the clinic. Hello, yes, we need to schedule a walk-in real quick.
Jude, how's the big city treating you? Do you like the capital?
It was a pretty nice place. Except for the bit with the secret military facility that keeps killing people.
Oh, you ready to see me now, Doctor?
I'm sorry, everyone. We have an urgent case here. You'll have to come back in the afternoon.
Everybody out.
Sorry, everybody. We'll catch you later. Promise.
You've really gotten into the swing of things here. Leia?
Best nurse in town. Also the only nurse in town. But hey, you know how it is.
Bring her in.
Thank you.
Just straight to business. Well, I guess that's one way to have a family reunion. If you couldn't guess, that's Jude's mom. And here's his dad.
Hello there, I'm Dr. Mathis. Please, just lie still.
I'm Milla. Are you Jude's father?
Yes. Can you flex your legs?
No. I can barely feel anything below my waist.
I see. Ellen, you can leave now. Go check on Jude.
Oh, okay.
I need to run a few tests. Please, bear with me for a bit longer.
And again, this is a split point. If we were playing as Jude, we'd get the conversation with his mom.
Was that Jude's mother?
Yes, Jude's our only child. What exactly is your relationship with my son anyway?
It's complicated. We're friends. I gave him a pendant as a token of our friendship.
Friends, huh? Pardon my skepticism. You look much older than him. And you're a woman.
Jude tells me you once healed a human who shared my condition. Would you give me the same treatment?
Possibly. It depends on how these tests come out.
I see.
Either way, you'll need to remain in the clinic for a while.
Which means more Jude gameplay. Not that I mind. I ran an entire playthrough with Jude and didn't switch off of Jude because Jude plays really well. I like his playstyle.
Fine. I still can't move my legs, of course, but otherwise no complaints. How are the test results?
I think my Dr. Mathis should speak to you directly about that.
That doesn't bode well.
May I ask you a question?
Of course.
How do you and my son know each other?
We broke the law together.
What's so funny?
Sorry, it's just that your husband asked me the same question. I suppose this is what's known as parental concern. I get it now. You humans have so many admirable traits.
We humans?
Oh good, she caught it.
Jude rescued me from a tough spot back in Fenmont. Because of his actions, he couldn't go back to the city. He's been traveling with me ever since.
That sounds like Jude. He hasn't changed.
And he probably never will. Just kidding. I played the second game. He doesn't change. He's always the hero.
What do you mean?
Jude's always been too quick to help others, even when he was a boy.
To his detriment, I take it?
His friends teased him for it. He was bullied.
Now, why would you sit there and mess with somebody who's always looking out for you? That's just dumb.
Yet he didn't stop?
He'd come home all beaten up, but underneath the bruises, he'd still be smiling. What's a mother to do?
So that's why you...
Ellen, we're getting busy out here. You know this is the only clinic in town.
Derek.
You need to stop spoiling Jude. He's a man now. Coddle him and he'll just grow softer.
So this is also parental concern.
Although, the funny thing is, he just stood up to me for the first time in his life.
And we didn't get to see it, but I can assure you it's pretty great.
He ordered me to use an asperixis on you.
An asperixis? It would cure me? Let me walk again?
Perhaps you are a good influence on him. In his efforts to help you, he seems to have grown bolder. As a father, I'm pleased. But as a doctor, I'm afraid the treatment isn't an option, despite my son's persistence.
Well, we'll just have to make it an option.
I see. So that's your final decision?
It is. I'm sorry.
Very well. I'll just have to find some other way.
I see. I'm glad you understand. The procedure itself is simple enough, but it's not like you'd regain mobility right away. I'd need to apply spirit arts directly to your nervous system. You couldn't move a finger without screaming. The pain would be excruciating. Even in the best-case scenario, it would take several months before your nerves adapt to the arts, and you could move again.
Why are you telling me this?
We can't get the spirit fossils needed to run the device anymore. Even if we could, the mana in the fossils escapes just as soon as you uncover them. It's a shame. The asperixis might have cured you.
Okay. If you say so, boss. Not like Milla can exactly do very much about it. At least not right now.
What are you doing?
Shh. We can't let my
Excuse
dad
me, did
hear
you
us.
swipe that? You definitely swiped that.
Why not?
We're gonna use the asperixis on you now.
But your father just told me it was impossible.
Leia, give me a hand.
Sure. Here, you'll want to lay down on your side.
Feel anything? Any pain?
Okay, but it doesn't look like it's on.
No, nothing at all. My legs still won't budge either.
Like it's just sitting
Why
there
isn't it
dark.
working?
When things are on, they tend to have like lights or something.
I don't sense any mana in this stone. Your father said that an Asperixis needs a spirit fossil, or it won't work.
A spirit fossil? Those things really exist?
Oh, so the special stone mentioned in the medical files is a spirit fossil.
Your father also said the fossil has to be used immediately after it's uncovered, or it loses its mana.
Great. As if the procedure wasn't already tricky enough.
Yeah, we'll find a way.
Hold on. I swear I remember that they used to find spirit fossils down in the Felgana mine.
Are you serious?
Whoa, geez, be quiet. It's just something my dad told me.
Well, then we know where we're headed next.
Milla, it sounds like we need to take you out for some field medicine.
That seems like a lot of work. You'll do that for me?
You better believe it. If we didn't, the game would kind of end right now, and we are nowhere near the end of the game.
Thank you.
Jude, can you help her into the wheelchair?
What about you?
I have to get stuff ready. I'll meet you at the edge of town.
Alright, it's time to head out on a quest, although I think there's things in here we can swipe that'll be useful. Okay, maybe not yet. I know there's stuff in here you can swipe at some point. We can't swipe anything from that guy, that would be just rude. Then we can go in here. This isn't a good time to see my dad. Well, we're just gonna bounce then. And then is no. Leia's waiting for us here. I was gonna say, is Leia with us? But no.
I'm good to go.
Good to
The
hear.
mine's been closed for a while, so I hope you're ready for some spelunking.
Alright, party members changed, miner's kit, and now Leia has joined the party. Yay! Leia is interesting. She's kind of, I want to say kind of like Jude in that, or she's like your initial impressions of Jude, where like Jude seems like he's got the limited healing stuff in the physical attacks. Leia she's got physical attacks and healing magic, and her thing is that she is one of the two healers. Elise is the group healer, and Leia has stronger single target heals. And then she also has very good melee fighting abilities instead of having Elise's attack magic secondary. So we're going to pour points into Leia. Oh, I should have hit auto level again. I forget that it asks you for that instead of making you hit the button again. And just look at the stats. See, that's what I'm talking about, is that like Leia is a physical fighter in addition to healing, so like her strength is just rocketing through the roof. 333. What is that compared to Jude? Jude has 440, and all Jude does is physical fight, so yeah. Also, this will definitely help. Padvent the Incantor, which is also a very nice looking dark staff, similar to the theme of Rowan's. And then Cat Hairband, slightly better. Iron Guard, and you get normal boots. And we should probably buy you an actual chest piece, because Iron Guard, Breast Guard. So what does the Breast Guard have? Toggle info, 295, 207. So yeah, that's a 80 difference. Do we have the money? I think we have the money to buy some actual gear for her, but first, city life.
So what was Fenmont like? Come on, you have to tell me everything. Was it like super cosmopolitan? Were you able to make friends?
I don't know. It was pretty normal.
Now, I would not define a city that's constantly at night with like lights everywhere and buildings that are like grown out of just trees. Like the whole thing was like just grown together as normal. Your town is normal. Fenmont is not normal.
What, that's it? That's all you have to say? You're always boring everyone with long-winded explanations, but when I ask a question, I get the cold shoulder.
Come on, you're blowing things out of proportion.
Listen, you're gonna talk and you're gonna tell me everything. You have 10 seconds.
You were just saying his answer was too short, and they're gonna limit his time?
10,
Leia, please.
9.
Well, there was a nurse at the school named Prin who was always really nice to me. But on the day I went to see my professor, I got attacked by a girl in red clothes. So then I couldn't go back to the school anymore. Although that did result in me meeting Milla.
You know, this is technically true, but you're leaving out a lot of
Oh,
stuff.
and in terms of other friends, I met this girl named Elise.
You know, you're doing it on purpose now.
Fine, I got it. Message received loud and clear. You met all sorts of other girls while you were away. Good job, Jude. I'm so happy for you.
And also totally not jealous at
I
all.
see you haven't changed a bit.
Boy, you're really not good at picking up what she's laying down, are you? Also, let's see. I need to put her skills on. There we go. Look at all of those. And then I was about to think of something. I'm sure it'll come to me in a moment. But we're going to head down here to the Sea Haven. And we have 3K. I think that should be enough to buy the better chess piece. Let's see here. I wish it was like the second one where I think in the second one, like all the shops are just one thing, and like it still has the upgrades system, but you just talk to one person and then pick which shop you want to use instead of having to actually go to the things. Yeah, we can afford it. That's a big boost. Armor shop leveled up. And now we have an even better guard that we should be using. Wonderful. Wonderful. Can we... Is there anything to sell? We can sell that. I should equip that, actually, instead of just leaving that there. And then we don't really need those. We can sell all those other things. Okay, sell all the things. Got 2,000. And then Mirage Crest. Don't have enough. We're just short. What can I sell that I don't need? I don't need all the apple gels. It's not like we're going to use those. Mirage Circlet. There we go. Cool. Now Leia's geared out. That'll be very helpful. Because we only have 2 characters at the moment, so we need both of them to be pretty strong, although... What is it, 33? Yeah, level 33 is way ahead of where we need to be right now. Because if you don't know about the Tales series, they actually have a lot of empty levels. Whereas, like, I beat this game at, like, what, level 62, if I remember right? So, like, we're already halfway to where I was when I beat the game. So, like, when we actually... And we're nowhere near halfway through the game. So, when we actually reach the end of the game, we're going to be really, really strong. Also, Crown Feather, that was really bright. Looking for... Voltaire Woods to Felgana Mine, so we need to go left. I'm glad that's marked, but I don't know what's down the other path. I'm sure it'll get marked when it matters. Also, there's a hole over there. I feel the need to investigate that. I don't remember what was in there. I just remember that there's really good loot in the holes to make up for having to notice the hole in the wall and then climb through it. Thief's Cape. Ooh. I think that's really good, actually. Fine boots. Thief's Cape. Never mind. Although, I also need to remember we're way ahead of the curve because since I'm not having to spread my upgrade resources evenly, because I don't need to upgrade the item shop because I'm not really going to... that's a costume piece. Like, I'm not upgrading the item shop because I'm not going to need items really. I'll have plenty of magic and definitely plenty of health because I won't take much damage. Like, I'm just pouring everything into accessories and armor, so my accessories and armor are really good and way better than what I should have at this point, which is what the game normally gives you. Also, you know, Leia.
Whoa!
Demon Fist!
Okay, turn around.
All right.
I'll help too!
All that training's paying
go.
off.
Maybe it's time for a black belt.
And since I'm not really like going around talking to people and skipping lots of side scenes, that may not make sense to you, but Jude and Leia trained at the same dojo run by Leia's mom. So that's why they know how to do all the same fighting things. But Leronde's famous landmark.
Leronde is just like you said, Jude. A little boondocks town.
Yeah, I guess it is. But Leronde is home to an awesome landmark.
And what is that?
What is it?
It's called the Leronde Lodge. It's a haven of rest and healing with delicious food and a family atmosphere.
Let me guess, it's run by your
Is
family?
that any different from other lodges?
Not really.
It's actually just Leia's house.
Called
The
it.
family atmosphere part is true, though. Her mom will scold you if you don't clean your plate.
Okay,
And
then.
if you aren't out of bed for breakfast, she'll wake you. So I'm not so sure about the rest and healing part.
Damn it, Jude! Not in front of potential customers!
But it's all true, isn't it?
The most remarkable thing about Leronde is that it somehow produces people like you two.
Such a normal town, but such weird people. But anyways, that's enough for this episode. This has been Jelly. I'll see you next time as we descend into that mine over there. See you then.